So yeah, that happened. What's going on, guys? PlayBox here. We're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. In this one, it's gonna be more of a discussion video. So as you guys probably know, we did get the new All-Star banner with the new Nappa and of course a new Revival Gohan, who is a hybrids unit. For those of you who don't know, Gohan is a hybrid unit. Yes, he is. And that's another addition to the everlasting buffing of the hybrids team, as you can see here. So in this video, I just want to be discussing what other teams could have actually benefited from a buff, especially a revival unit buff, because honestly, Goresh summarizes pretty well. I mean, to make the hybrids team, like to be a actual core unit on the hybrids team, you need to be better than these three units, right? Because this is the three core units you're going to be bringing into PvP. And so if you're not able to be as good as at least future Gohan level, you're not going to be seeing any playtime with this team. And that new Revival Gohan is definitely not going to be seeing any playtime because he's nowhere near any of these three units. So it's kind of like a wasted buff on hybrids because that Gohan is pretty much not going to be used. What other team? He buffs Sun Family. He's not being used on Sun Family, that's for sure. The only team he does buff is Saiyan Saga, which is fine, but they should have just limited. They could have easily just made another unit instead of another Gohan, right? So it's kind of like a wasted buff because they could have used that unit to buff another team that actually needs it, unlike hybrids. So like, I don't know what they're thinking. No, like I honestly don't understand what they're thinking. Dropping another hybrids unit, like it just blows my mind that these are the decisions that are being made with regards to the units that are being dropped. But I guess it is what it is. I mean, you can't really do much about it. But like I said, in this video, we're going to be going over some tags that I believe that need the buff more than, of course, hybrids. So you know what, we're just gonna hop in straight. I have a couple of them listed, so we're just gonna be going by one. So the first team we're gonna be looking at is the hybrids. No, I'm joking. Obviously, we're not gonna be looking at the hybrids. The first team is going to be the androids team. And yes, I know you guys see this unit right over here. Oh, she actually doesn't buff. Wait, does she not buff hybrids? Let me just, yeah, okay. Android 18. Oh yeah, she buffs girls. Okay, but yeah, androids. Yeah. So Android 18 Zenka has fallen off of Z tier. She's actually falling pretty fast off of S tier also, and that's mainly because this team hasn't gotten a buff ever since like the month prior to the 3rd anniversary with the with Android 17 and Android 18 from the Tournament of Power, right? So this team is slowly, like, you don't even see this team in PvP anymore. Like, I don't even remember the last time I even fought an Android's team, which is pretty crazy because they're still pretty solid. I mean, they have the Green 21, who's very good. Android 18, I believe, is still Z tier, but she's just being held back by their team. We got these two androids who are pretty damn good. We have the Zenkai 21, Revival Cell is still decent, Zenkai 16, and then Zenkai Super 17. So they have some pretty good units, still some very decent options, but they really are struggling with some color options. I mean, like 18 is good, and these 21 is good, but they're not like super top tier, right? Super 17 is an amazing defense. Android 18 is top tier. Yellow 18 is Yellow 17 is also very good, but he has a conflicting color with Android 18. And then, like, there isn't much else. I mean, purple is completely out of the question on all these units. I mean, are you going to be running this Super 17? I'm telling you right now, you're not. This 21, I believe, really needs a Zenkai. That would be pretty cool. She was very, like, she was the best unit when she dropped. So giving her a Zenkai wouldn't be out of the question. But they need more units. And just thinking back, some, like, for each of these teams, I'm going to be listing some options they could probably give. Right off the bat, I'm pretty sure we should be getting, well, I mean, obviously we're gonna get a new LF next month, and I feel like it's kind of gearing towards maybe an LF Cell. I mean, a lot of people have been saying they want an LF Cell. He's the last Dragon Ball Z antagonist to not get an LF, because we got Saiyan Saga Vegeta, we got Frieza, we got Kid Buu, and now we need a Cell to complete the 4 main sagas of DBZ. So see, a purple LF Cell would be really damn cool. But other than that, androids, they have very limited options. I mean, we can see for sure gonna get a duo LF, maybe not LF, but a duo assist unit of 17 and 18. We can get a transforming Android 13 that goes into Fusion 13, you know, so this to that. there's still many possibilities they can do it. Like I said, a cell, like different transformations, first form. We don't even have a second form cell sparking, so that's something to keep note of. So like androids definitely need some some new colors. They can honestly go for an updated blue, maybe. They definitely need a red. I mean, revival cell still has a revival, but other than that, he's pretty mediocre. Purple is their weakest link, so they definitely need some more buffs. Next on the list is Rival Universe, and before I get into this, I'm going to be talking about Rival Universe and Universe Survival Saga in the same type of context, I guess. So this team has been getting some buffs recently. We got God of Destruction Topo, who's a phenomenal unit. Kale and Caulifla, mediocre. Topo, this blue Topo is still very good. Kefla is kind of mediocre. This blue Jiren, EX Jiren, is very good as well. Hit is very good. But like even with these additions, this team is still pretty lackluster. I mean, their red unit could be better. Their green unit is pretty much covered. Blue is kind of covered also. Yellow, they just got hurt, but they can definitely use another yellow. And purple, hit is still good, but he's pretty fragile. So they can probably also use a purple unit. And if we go over to Universe Survival Saga, they got a full color wheel here. Purple, like I said, UI Goku is still good. He's slowly falling off, but he's still very good. And it's a solid setup, but they could still use some buffs. But this team, I would say, is not a priority compared to the other teams I have listed, because they're due for some really nasty units. I'm talking about Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. We got full power Jiren. We even got we don't even have a light speed light speed Dispo. We don't have Angel Frieza. He can be on Universe Survival Saga. Rival Universe, I can definitely see them dropping an LF hit. That would be pretty damn cool. We don't even have the time cage hit. I mean, that probably would be his LF, right? So we don't even have base form Kale, Super Saiyan. We don't even have a standalone legendary Super Saiyan controlled Kale. So there's still definitely a lot of possibilities that can go in for Rival Universe. And yeah, like I said, they're due for some pretty good units, especially at the end of the year. That's when I think maybe MUI would come out with Jiren, but we'll definitely have to see. Same goes for Universe Survival Saga. So let's move on to the next team, and that's going to be Vegeta Family. And yes, before you say anything, Vegeta Family is pretty good, I would say. This Super Saiyan Blue evolved Vegeta really helps out the team. Angel Vegeta, you would probably run this evolved Vegeta. He's so much better, but other than that, who do we have? Zenkai Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Yeah, he's very good. Purple. They can use a new purple. This guy is pretty outdated. He's over a year old. Blue. I mean, they could use a blue, but Majin Vegeta still holds his own. I mean, his damage after transforming is pretty nasty, let me tell you. Green. They definitely need a new green. I mean, this Trunks is here, but he doesn't buff the team. Even then, this Trunks is not that great. They could definitely use a green unit. A new purple unit, and even a new blue. Honestly, their only good colors, like top tier colors, are yellow and red and maybe blue. So yeah, this team definitely needs help. I mean, we still don't have LF Sword of Hope Trunks, but if you guys don't know, Trunks is a hybrid unit, so I don't know what they want to do with that. If they can restrict him to strictly Vegeta Family, that would be awesome. Like Vegeta Family / Future, that would be really cool to see. But you know they're gonna give him the hybrid Z ability as well. Like he's for sure gonna get the hybrid set, but Z ability, he's definitely gonna get that. But yeah, he's still definitely a possibility. Who else do we have? We have I could just start naming a bunch of transforming Vegetas. I mean, we can have like a transforming Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. That'd be pretty cool. In terms of Trunks units, yeah, I mean only the sort of Hope Trunks is the only one that comes to mind. I was gonna say Bulma unit, but like there's no iteration of Bulma after the Vegeta Family is formed that could be in the game. So yeah, other than that, I can't really think of anything. New Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, maybe, I guess. Like what kind of revival unit can they use? I'm thinking like maybe, honestly, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, honestly, I'm not sure what kind of revival unit they can use. Like, drop a comment letting me know what kind of revival unit they could use. I can't think of one right off the top of my head, but like I mentioned, like the units from the Tournament of Power, there's probably some other Vegetas we can use. Like we can get like a shirtless Super Saiyan Blue evolved Vegeta, but since we got this guy so recently, we're not going to be getting him anytime soon, but who knows, maybe at the end of the year. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm expecting a new ultra summonable unit by the end of the year, so maybe that could be a Vegeta. I don't think so, but who knows. Let's just move on to the next tag, and that is going to be Lineage of Evil. So, Lineage of Evil have recently got some pretty good buffs in the form of this LF Full Power Frieza that doesn't buff Lineage of Evil, but he buffs Powerful Opponent, and that's pretty much all these units except Chilled. Wait, is Chilled Powerful Opponent? Wait, no, he is. He's just not Frieza Force. Yeah, okay, so he buffs Powerful Opponent. So we got him, he's pretty good. We got LF Frieza's Zenkai, the first form Frieza, so that's good. So Lineage of Evil is still in a good spot right now, but they could definitely use some better units. They could have very easily benefited from that revival unit. They could have very definitely benefited from that revival unit. They just had to give it to hybrid, of course, but they really need some sort of unit that can tank rising rushes, some sort of endurance unit. So if you want to Zenkai this guy, that would be good. He would be kind of conflicting with this guy, but it is what it is because there's no other endurance unit here, unless you want to give endurance to a unit that can use it. Like this cooler, if you give him endurance, no one's killing him. When he dropped, he was a retarded tank. He was tanking everything. So if this guy gets a Zenkai, that would be pretty damn good, but like I said, it'd be conflicting with this LF Frieza. So what they need is probably a new red unit. I mean, this Frieza is still pretty good. Yeah, he's not on the Powerful Opponent tag. Yeah, he's not, so he's not going to be benefiting from this guy's buff, but I think he buffs Frieza Force, so he'll still get the buff for that. Green is their glaring weakness here, except this Metal Cooler is pretty good, but they could definitely use a new green unit. Dude, this Golden Frieza, look at him staring at me. He is scary. If he gets a Zenkai, he will be nasty. But I think it would be good for him to get a Zenkai because he will be destroying Saiyans like left and right. And Saiyans, of course, we know Saiyans and how good they are. So him getting a Zenkai would be pretty good. The thing I have with Zenkais nowadays is that, like, if you look at the past few Zenkais, they have been pretty garbage, mediocre to say the least. And so, like, if me saying these guys getting Zenkais will help them out is not really saying much because these past few Zenkais haven't been that good. So I don't know what that means. So the only way to help these tags is to actually release new units, and with some of these tags releasing a new unit, you'll see in the next team I have listed, like, releasing new units don't really benefit them in terms of revenue because they're not as popular. So I don't know how they're gonna do that. But Lineage of Evil, like, they're pretty popular. Like, you can get they're definitely gonna get a new an LF cooler. That's definitely gonna happen. Angel Vegeta, like I said, that's gonna buff Universe Survival Saga and Lineage of Evil. That'll be a very, very good option for them to drop. So that'll be very good. What else could they get other than LF Frieza, LF Cooler? Sorry, we don't even have a transforming Frieza into like final form or full power. So something like that would be cool. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. A new Golden Frieza, but yeah, like I said, Angel Frieza would be it. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for Lineage of Evil. Next on the list is Dragon Ball Saga, and this team, before you guys say anything, this team is pretty like not a lot of people, a lot of units on it, but it's pretty fun to use. I mean, this DKP is very good. This Zenkai Demon King Piccolo is very good. He doesn't buff the team, but it's very good. Launch is actually very good as well. Yamcha is okay. Master Roshi, this EX Master Roshi is pretty decent as well. But this is what I was talking about earlier, is that for this team, they really need to like strategize how they want to release units for this team, because not many people are not super big fan of these type of units. Like the Yamcha and Launch banner, like I don't know how well that banner did, but I'm pretty sure not a lot of people summoned on that tag, right? Like not a lot of people would really summon for units that are in the Dragon Ball Saga, but they do have such a large roster in the anime that they can easily drop so many cool units, like a full power Master Roshi, like the buff Master Roshi. We got Jackie Chun, Kid Krillin. We need a Kid Krillin. That would be so cool. We can also definitely use another Kid Goku. I mean, the only real one we have is this Legends Road Goku, and then the EX Goku that was based off of him. But other than that, we don't have any other Kid Goku. So we can, like, a Turtle Hermit school style banner with like Master Roshi, the Kid Goku, and Kid Krillin. That would be actually pretty sick. So yeah, like other than that, like a forearm TN we can get from the World Tournament. Even like the Piccolo after his what was it, Resurrection, when he turned into like the Piccolo we know currently. When he fought Goku, that Piccolo like in the World Tournament, that would been pretty cool. Also with what, like a shirtless Goku that takes off his weight. Like there's some pretty cool ideas you can mix in with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is such a great anime. I mean, they have such a huge roster of like characters, like I said, they can drop. But like I said, it all comes down to revenue for this for the company. So that's how they have to approach these units, and they're gonna have to probably mix and match what units are in the banner. Like if they want to release like a Kid Krillin, they're gonna probably have to release him with what, like a fucking UI Goku for someone to summon. No, but like seriously, they have to consider what units are on the banner so that people can summon on. The final tag we're gonna be taking a look at is the girls team, and this team has got, I think the last buff they got was oh no, they got the Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, I forgot. The Caulifla assist unit was pretty mediocre, but other than that, their main setup would be this Android 18, right? I guess Kefla, since launch doesn't buff the tag. Kefla, this Blue 21, and what, Vados? But Vados doesn't buff the tag. So, oh, this Green 21, I guess. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people would run Vados probably over her, but because especially since like a lot of these units are from the rival universe tag, so that would make sense. But you'd most likely run this 21, who's pretty solid still. But yeah, the girls team, they don't get updates very often. I mean, I'm surprised they even gave her they gave this, but there's so much potential with this tag. Like I mentioned, like we don't have a base KL, we don't have a controlled LSSJ KL, we don't have a base form Kefla transforming into Super Saiyan 2 or something. We don't have a base Kefla, I just realized. Base Kefla I feel like could be a very good option for a Rising battle that we haven't seen since the Ultimate Gohan absorbed Buhan. So I always thought she would be a good option for a Rising battle, similar to how we had base Vegito as a Rising battle. So that'd be pretty cool. I mean, they can definitely drop her at the end of the year for a tournament power style banner. So that'll be something to look out for, I guess. But yeah, we don't have a transforming Kefla. What else? Looking through this, I guess we can get like another Videl maybe. We don't have, I guess what's their name again? Their names, I forgot what their titles are, but we don't have like their what, quote unquote untransformed state, Brienne Rosie or Brienne de Chateau or something like that. And then we can have like a transforming version of them, I guess. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people would summon on it, but I guess, you know. We can get, oh yeah, like I said, the dual assist unit of 18 and 17 could fit on this team as well. There's still a lot of options for, I guess, for the girls tag. It's mainly like the Kales and Cauliflas and stuff like that that'll pretty much carry this team. But yeah, I mean, like I said, they don't drop these girls units very often. Prior to this, Kefla, which on the anniversary, was launch. And prior to launch, I don't even remember who the last one. Yo, prior to launch, who the hell was it? Oh yeah, it was her. And then no, but prior to her is when we, I guess you could say Vados. I mean, they do get some units every now and then. Oh yeah, I forgot about this Bulma. They do get units every now and then, but they don't really focus on this. I don't even consider this like a main tag. It's more like a sub tag that they don't really focus on. But yeah, it is what it is. So these are the tags that I'm hoping get buffed soon. One tag actually I want to talk about, I just popped up, is the Fusion Warriors tag. And I know you guys are looking at me saying like, oh, yo, this team is pretty good, right? It's decent. It's pretty good. I mean, it's still my main team. I run them every now and then, but the anniversary was really supposed to be their time to shine with this guy over here. This guy's good. So yeah, but they didn't, you know, they rather give it to Revival Gohan and make the Hybrids team the best team in the game. But they can definitely still use some more help. I mean, Kefla was pretty underwhelming. This Oob is good, but it's, of course they had to make Oob yellow so he conflicts with Gogeta blue. They can use a new blue unit. I mean, the Zenkai Gogeta is decent. This Vegito is starting to show his age, so a new blue unit is definitely due. low-key, they could use a new green unit. I mean, this Gogeta is pretty underwhelming, so they could use a new green unit. They're only, honestly, I would say their best options are Gogeta Blue Majub, Zenkai Gogeta, and then maybe this VB probably. Everyone else, and I would give it to Gogeta, I guess. VB and Gogeta are like I would say a slight tier lower than Gogeta, Zenkai Gogeta, and Majub. Majub, I'll put them in the same category as these two guys. But they don't have any like top tier units anymore. Like, look at any of these units and tell me they belong in the high S tiers to Z tier. Like, no, none of them. Their best unit is this guy and this guy. They really need some help. Zenkai and this guy would be, please, that would be a dream come true. Please, Zenkai and this guy, that would be another dream come true. Please. But they need new units, right? We can get some more assist units that fuse into like a Vegeta Goku assist unit that fuse into Gogeta or Vegito. That would be epic. Same with any of these other units. Who else is in the Fusion Warriors tag that they can use? They can use a new Gotenks, I guess. They haven't dropped a new Gotenks in a minute. They can, like I said, a new assist unit Gotenks transfer. I don't know. But yeah, even Fusion Warriors, they're definitely not a top tier team. I don't even say, would they be even a top 10 team? I'm not even confident in calling them a top 10 team, but I have to just remind myself with all the teams. But yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it. So this video has been spawned by another addition to the Hybrids team in the form of Revival Gohan that doesn't even make the team any better than it already is. So it's quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. So hopefully this the devs take into consideration what the player base is telling them and they start making some smarter decisions, because we all know this was a very dumb decision to make. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe, because that shit is so important. So don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.